Hi there, would you like to sign my petition? You gotta be fucking kidding. Look, just sign the stupid petition. I've got stuff to do. Shit. Are you gonna sign this, or will it be your surviving family members? Thanks. Fuck you.
Some characters are consumed by guilt, some are crushed by anxiety, and then there are characters who feel nothing. No panic, no overthinking, no emotional weight. Today, we're looking at 5 video game characters who pay attention to absolutely nothing. Characters untouched by chaos, unmoved by consequence, and uninterested in meaning. They don't search for purpose. They don't question existence. They just live. Number 1 is Dante from Devil May Cry series. Dante is chaos wrapped in a smile. Demons invade the world. Cities collapse. Gods awaken. What the hell is happening now? And Dante treats it all like background noise. He jokes in the face of death, mocks enemies mid-battle, and never stops to ask why any of it matters. How can someone be like him? I do not know. His detachment isn't ignorance, it's emotional immunity, as the psychological things tell us. When the world burns, Dante grabs a slice of pizza. Dante doesn't deny reality. This is really important. In my opinion, of course. He simply refuses to let it weigh on him. So, he doesn't deny reality, but he simply refuses to let it weigh on him. Trauma exists in his past, but it never defines his present. He lives entirely in the moment, driven by instinct, style, and impulse. He represents a very rare kind of freedom. Nothing sticks long enough to hurt. As a small student of psychology, I am really happy to share these things with you. Number 2, Agent 47. What happens when a psychological student like me loves playing video games? This is what happens. You're watching it. Number 2, Agent 47 from Hitman series, of course. Agent 47 does not care because caring would interfere with efficiency. He moves through the world with complete emotional detachment. No anger. I really like this guy. No joy. I don't like this part of it, but no guilt. No anger, no joy, no guilt. Only execution. People panic around him while he remains perfectly calm. Emotion is noise. 47 prefers silence then. Nothing surprises him. Nothing shocks him. Life and death are simply variables in a system. His lack of concern isn't cruelty, it's absolute neutrality. Agent 47 represents a character who exists outside normal human attachment. He lives, acts, and disappears, untouched by consequence. In a world obsessed with feeling, he represents emptiness as control. Number 3, Trevor Phillips from Grand Theft Auto V. Trevor doesn't worry, as you know, because worry implies boundaries. He ignores social rules. How can someone be like him? He ignores social rules, moral codes, and consequences with complete indifference. We shouldn't be like Trevor Phillips. Yeah, it's it's a video you could, have some inspiration from, but not with this Trevor flops guy. Violence, chaos, and insanity are simply part of his daily routine. The world is absurd. Trevor just accepts it faster than everyone else. This is the thing that happens when you actually see Trevor in the video game. You would be surprised about the amount of indifference things he would do. Unlike anxious characters who fear losing control, Trevor never tries to control anything, even his own anger. He lives entirely on impulse. Nothing is sacred, nothing is stable, and that's exactly how he likes it. Trevor represents nihilism in motion. I'm not really familiar with the pronunciation of nihilism. I just call it nihilism, alright? Nihilism. I think I'm right, but anyways. Trevor represents nihilism in motion, not thoughtful, not philosophical, just raw existence without restraint. He doesn't care what happens next. He's already there. That's something we could be happy about if we actually plant it in our minds. But not like Trevor, I say it again. Now, number 4, the Postal Dude from Postal series. The Postal Dude is apathy taken to its extreme. He reacts to the world not with anger or fear, but boredom. Everything feels equally meaningless. Violence, absurdity, and horror are treated as mundane inconveniences. When nothing matters, everything becomes casual. That's it. He doesn't seek purpose. He doesn't resist chaos too. He simply drifts through them. The world is broken, and instead of fixing it or escaping it, he shrugs. The Postal Dude represents emotional numbness or numbness. Not madness, not passion, just complete disinterest. Yeah, that's a good word. He lives without expectation and therefore without disappointment. Without it's really worth it to say it again. He lives without expectation, so without disappointment. If you expect something to happen, you would be disappointed. So set your expectations right. Kratos. From God of War series. Now, number 5, Rico Rodriguez from Just Cause series. Rico exists in permanent motion. Dictators rise. Nations collapse. Explosions fill the sky. And Rico treats it all like a playground. He doesn't question politics, morality, or consequences. If it explodes, it's probably fine. Rico doesn't overthink. In my videos, I really try to remind to my viewers that overthinking is not something you should do always in your life. And I've put it in number 5. Rico doesn't overthink. He doesn't reflect. He acts constantly. His indifference isn't coldness, it's freedom from weight. While other characters are crushed by responsibility, Rico floats above it, literally and mentally. He represents the fantasy of living without emotional gravity. Now, what these characters represent, what this Susha Prime guy, a new guy, wants to tell you as a small student of psychology. as someone who's interested in the psychology of video game characters, after all. These characters I've just talked about aren't heroes. They aren't role models. They are states of being. They show us what happens when anxiety disappears, meaning dissolves, and consequences lose power. They don't worry because worry requires attachment. In our previous video, we explored 5 characters destroyed by anxiety, consumed by doubt, guilt, and inner conflict. This video is the other extreme. What happens when nothing matters? When concern disappears completely, entirely? If you haven't watched that video yet, I highly recommend it next, because together they show 2 opposite ways of surviving the same world. And if you enjoy deep character psychology and storytelling in video games, subscribe Susha Prime, because I have many psychological ideas that I could apply to video game characters and make a video about. These are precious knowledge, in my opinion, at least. So subscribe if you enjoy this kind of videos, because this channel is just getting started. Thank you all for sticking through the end of the video with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Farewell.